YouTubers? Me again. Just wanted to introduce a little Japanese friend of mine, Something Wong. Yeah. And he's visited, as you can see. So I came out and I said, oh, guess who's been here? Something Wong. Yeah, Something Wong. This don't work. It's broken. Not good. Yeah. Not even remotely repairable. I just heard this loud boom, and yep, there he was, Something Wong. Yep. So, guess what my project is for today? Yeah, you all are like genius. So, I've never done this before. I don't really even know. I assume we take off the lug nuts like any other vehicle. It's got a two-piece wheel. I don't think I gotta mess with that though. We'll take it off, and this thing's so old it's probably not gonna come off very easy. Figure we'll clean the rim up, maybe paint it. We'll have like one painted wheel on this whole tractor. And yeah, I just spent more on a tire than I probably, well, not quite what I bought the tractor for, but pretty close to it. It was about half of what I paid for the tractor, so I'm like, well, you know. So now I'm into the tractor for almost double, just because I had to buy a tire. But for the price of the tractor, she's been a good reliable vehicle. And you've seen a few videos on this before. So, no sense talking about it any further. Oh my goodness, there's like stuff embedded in it. Well, anyway. No sense talking about it any further. We're just going to go ahead and get started, get this thing off of here, see if I can get this wheel and tire to come apart. Yeah. Yeehaw. Sure. Let's get started. Now the fun begins. Will this thing just fall off, or? Oh wow. I wanted to do the brakes, but I don't really see how. Weird. Okay. Well, this thing ain't light. I'll give it that. So let's see if we can't rock it out of here. Alright. Because if it drops, we're going to have fun trying to get it back up, that's for sure. Yeah, I'd say she blew off the rim a little bit. Just a little. So, I don't know what, where, what. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to lean it here for a minute. Somehow. Am I going to attempt to do this outside? Or am I going to attempt to do it in the house, in the shop? Either way, it's going to be in the way. Yay. Alright. I think we're going to do it outside. And I'll tell you why I think that. Because I got to break the bead. And I've got my ideas on how to do that. Old school. So we'll see. Oh, jeez. Come on. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, here you go. Here we go. Got to break the bead. And I don't really think my sorry butt's going to do it. So, I have an idea. This is going to be idea number 1. success. If you watch my video on the AC compressor on the Sonoma, you'll know where this came from. This is the oil that came in the compressor that they said to replace with the right stuff. This is why I don't throw anything away. I need a lubricant so we can break the bead. Well, we broke the bead, but I need a lubricant so that I can slide these bars along this tire. And why waste a quart of real good oil when I got this? So, I'm going to take the bigger bar. Now I'm going to sound like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. So, just take it with a grain of salt. But this is a... Alright, let's see what I got to do. That's why I got two of these. I'm going to get one up under here, and then the other, we're going to slide. Ah, look at that. Now, we're going to see if I've got enough gusto, enough weight, enough whatever. I got to try to pull this up over here, but I got to push down on this at the same time. Great. So, we're going to, here we go, worked out okay. Almost like I knew what I was doing. But of course, we know better. I think the idea is to smack this, make it go all the way around. I think that's the idea. Or maybe see if we can't get another bite of it. I'm gonna think not. I'm going back with the whole smacking this thing around thing. Let's go get a big hammer. Got this third bar, hoping that maybe it'll help. I don't know if it's going to. But we're going to tuck it in here. It's got a little bit different shape to it. There we go. That seems to be a little bit better. Betterer. I don't know if that's going to skedaddle or I should just keep driving these wedges in. Let's see. I'm just going to try to do this. It's coming, slow but surely. As much as I would like to hang this in the yard for a swing, I just want it off of here. And I'm not going to wrestle with it any longer. Thinking by cutting through that bead, we may be able to get this off a little easier. Thinking if I cut the tire completely in half, it's even better, but these lugs are huge. Hands getting tired. Alright, thinking that ought to make things a little easier. Well, I think cutting it's going to help greatly. I just pulled on it like this and it started coming out, so I think we're just going to be able to just keep on doing that. Maybe a little unconventional, but it works. This is hard enough with it cut. I can't even imagine what it would have been like if I had to do this with it uncut. I'm just going to cut the other side too, I think, but we have to get this piece off of here, and then I'm not really sure what I'm doing at this point, to be honest with you, because it's got to come off. It's all going to come off this side. So I don't know if I'm going to stand it up, try to set it on something to get it off the ground. I don't know. I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. So let's just keep pecking at it this way. I don't know if I need to go to this side now, or if I need to cut it in half all the way around. Let's get this one in here. There we go. Trying not to eat my hand. Okay, that's one side. I recommend this job for younger people. This old body of mine is struggling. Now, the question is, do I try to pull the rim through the other side? Which means I gotta flip this bad boy again. Yay, okay. It's definitely a job for the younger generation. But unfortunately, we don't have any of those here. My daughter does have a young boyfriend. He's not here at the moment. So, yay, okay. Let's get this thing flipped, and we'll figure out what we're going to do, because we definitely aren't going to pick it up to slide it over. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do at this point. I just fixed one hernia. comes another. Oh, well, maybe I'll just get something to stick up underneath here. And maybe I don't need to get a hernia after all. I got an idea. And the idea is to lift the tire, not the rim. And maybe get this underneath it. Okay, well, I might need an extra set of hands to do that. There's a tube in this bad boy, but she don't just come right out like you would think. It's just kind of, I don't know if it's pinched between the tire and the rim or what. Let's see if I can. Get that up here more. She's not up high enough yet. Could probably just cut this tube out of the way, because everything's going to be new anyway. Went kind of cockamamie, although I think I can probably get my Sawzall in there and finish cutting it. And I think that's going to make it betterer. I can't believe this rubber is actually trashing my blade here. What's going on here. I have the tire like right here. Jack's gone. So if I could just get it to over the top. Uh-oh. That might do it. Oh, yeah. Alright. Now I think I'm just going to finish cutting it with the Sawzall. Hit the rim at all, but I think we're just about there. We are a snail fart away from getting this bad boy off of here. to be in any danger of that at the moment, but whew, hey, gads, Watson. Let me keep on keeping on. Am I way off the wheel with this? Yeah, I am, so pretty far off the wheel. Back. I think maybe we'll go in from this side. Try to get some more of this off of here, like so. Alright, I cut through the rest of the tire. Now, I'm just going to try to muscle it off of here. Alrighty then. Yeah, this tube may or may not have a couple of holes in it. You know. That's okay, the new tire is tubeless. So, assuming I've got to unscrew the valve stem. She's a little dirty. Oh yeah, she got a big blowout right here. That's where it blew. She's a little rusty. Alright, here's my valve stem. Okay. Get some tools. Okay. It's late in the day, and I honestly I'm gonna pack it in. Gonna take the wife out for some din-din tonight, but I want to put some paint on this, and it's gonna take overnight to dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean this bead up. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint it with some rust inhibiting stuff. And we're just going to let it go for the night. And tomorrow we'll resume. I got the wheel all cleaned up. I'm getting ready to spray it down with phosphoric acid, which I use the Eiffel brand. Been using it for years. And all this does is convert rust into metal. So all I'm gonna do is just spray this wheel down with it. And unfortunately, I gotta let it sit overnight. And it is an acid, so it will burn your hand. You know, just like an acid will, just a slow acidic burn. So you should use gloves. Do as I say, not as I do. Good thing about a wheel is it's going to run down, and it is caustic, so it'll make you cough. I'm just going to make sure I get all of it. It's a little muddy because I didn't clean the wheel first. When you're spraying this, it's a converter, so you don't really have to worry about it being super clean. Because in the morning, we're going to wipe all of this off. It'll just be like a white powder. And then we'll go ahead and I'll put some spray on it. Hopefully it'll be sunny. And I'll be able to put some actual paint, primer, or sealer on it. That's all of it. Okay. We believe that's all of it. Okay. So we're just going to let that, I'll roll that into the shop for the night. I guess I could do the outside of the wheel too. Wouldn't hurt. I like to wire brush it first. It's not necessary, but it is kind of, it would be nice, but I'm probably just going to go ahead and hit it real quick. And just to keep it from rusting away. The dirt's probably going to protect it from getting really on here at all. But looks like this wheel may have been orange at some point in its life. Yeah. This is not the right way to do this, but don't have the time, unfortunately. If you look at the video just prior to this about how things go, you know, trying to work on hot rods just ain't happening because I got stuff like this to do. So I'm just trying to do this the quickest way possible to make it happen. And you know, this will stop the rust. I might throw a little bit of the primer on here too. It ain't about looks. Although I do plan on putting a custom paint job on this tractor at some point, just for fun. This was the best way to get all around this. I've got some cleaner here. Better not leave that on the ground. I have a bad habit of putting things up on the tractor and then I forget them there and I drive away with them. So I won't be driving away anytime soon. I take this rag and this cleaner. This is actually just acrylic clean. It's wax and grease remover, but it'll also take off any dirt, wax, oils from my hand, oils from me dumping stuff on here to get the tire off. It'll take off any of that. Probably need to get this dirt out of here too. But I rolled it in the dirt to get it to where it is, and actually put it in the shop overnight. Because we've had a little bit of thieving going on around here, and they steal weird stuff like a wheelbarrow and a ladder. So, excuse me, sorry. This is kind of convenient too because I can just, you know, do one of these. I'm trying to get all the grass and stuff that's stuck on here. I'm just going to clean this up real good. So Pour some in a rag and just start wiping. So I'll probably kick it over 3 times in the meantime. We're going to paint this entire wheel inside and out. I'm starting to think I probably should have bought 2. This rim is not in the best of shape, but it is what it is. If it leaks, I did buy some things, and I'll show you that to keep it from leaking. Bead sealer and all that good stuff. If it ends up leaking, well, I guess we'll be doing this again. I will be, you won't be. I'm not going to show you that. It'll just be my one more thing I gotta do. And dirt under here. And I'm doing this just so the paint will stick. Because as you can see, this is all black now. It used to be rusty. And that's because, see, almost kicked it over. Knew I was gonna. Because that's what that stuff I sprayed on last night did. Now my camera died somewhere during that presentation. I don't know if this is... Oh, sweet! Alright. It worked out better than I thought it would. So once I get to painting, as long as I don't do the outside, I'll be able to do this. Very sweet. This worked out better than I thought it would. Get old, don't like to bend over, you know. It gets harder and harder to get back up, get down on the floor and stuff. See, the tractor's still working even though it's broken, right? Kind of cool, right? Tractors are a useful commodity, especially in this business. Got pretty good hold right there. That might have been when I was trying to hammer that tire off of it. See how dirty that was? Technically, if this was a car that we were painting, or some wheels that we cared about how it looked, we would be taking this rag, wiping it, and then taking another rag, wiping it off as we were putting solvent on. So we're back where we started, because I started where the valve stem goes. Now I'm just going to go ahead and wipe the front of this. Again, I'm just doing this to, I'm only painting the front right now just to keep it from rusting more. So I'm going to eventually sand it down. I'm actually going to paint this whole tractor someday. But, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, when I got time. I promise you, in about 5, 6 years, if y'all will bear with me that long, I do have full intentions of retiring from my regular job. Whew, this is rough. And YouTube and full time. So if you can bear with me another 5 years or so, I'll be putting out videos quite a bit more often. Or if you guys really love me, you get me tens of thousands, of hundreds of thousands of subscribers, maybe I can retire early. Who knows? But for now, I'm just a regular guy, making regular videos, doing regular stuff. Yeah. And this is my life. Oh. This is just gonna be ugly. But what we're really worried about, aside from stopping the rust, is this in here. This is where the tire's going, and I don't want to do it more than once. So, there you go. That's how dirty it was. And we're going to put some paint on it. And you saw me shaking the paint. If you didn't know what that was, that's my paint shaker mixing the paint up. We're going to paint this with a brush, because I think I'll get better penetration that way. I can glob it on a little thicker. Then we just got to wait for it to dry. I figure if I do this first, by the time I do the front and back, this should be dry. So I got it outside in the wind, hopefully it won't rain. I know it's hard to tell because the can's tore up and around a while. This is Rust-Oleum rusty metal primer. It's also a sealer, even though I don't think it's intended to be. And I stand by the phosphoric acid and Rust-Oleum rusty metal primer combination. Been using it for many, many years. I don't care to tell you how many, because that'll show you how old I am. Okay, see, I'm old. A lot of years. And it hasn't changed. It's been keeping rust out of my cars for as long as I've been building cars. Let's put it that way. So anyway, we don't got to be neat. We just want to cover it. I want it in every nook and cranny. And this is going to be a really, really exciting part of the video, because I'm going to be doing this for however long it takes. So, I think I will spare you that by just simply cutting the film here in a minute, just so, I'm pretty sure you get the gist of it, right? I'm just going to sit out here and paint. It's like doing a floor, you just kind of go to it. It's going to flow on its own. I want it thick, so that's why I'm doing it with a brush instead of spraying it. There's absolutely no need to be all professional spray on it. Now the front, eventually when I sand it and paint it, I'll do all that. But for right now, we're just going to do it this way. Well, I'm done. I managed to get some on the wheel too. Now we just got to let her dry, and we're going to try to get the tire on it. Yay. Not going to be much talking from here on in. I'm just going to mount this tire This is soap and water. I'm just going to spray it on the bead, try to make things go on a lot smoother. I'm going to spray this down, and I'm going to try to get the tire on it, and it's just going to be, you know, Warriors of the Galaxy from there. So I'm probably just going to put most of this to music and fast forward for what I do show. I just want to let you know that I am using soap and water. Can't use oil at this point because I'm going to need to put bead sealer on it, and then the oil won't allow that to happen. So by using soap and water, we can wipe this off, and then we'll put the bead sealer. See these arrows? They got to point towards the front of the tractor, and since this is going to be the inside of the tire, that's going to be going that way towards the front of the tractor, right? So we got to make sure when I put this on the wheel, this side's going first because I have the wheel face up, so that's going to go against, the tire's going to mount this way on onto the tractor, so this will be going forward, okay? So just make sure those arrows are going towards the front because this is cupped, and if you put it on there the wrong way, it's not going to have very good traction. So just make sure those arrows go towards the front.
Yes, you need me.
You need about 200 pounds more on your butt right now, I think.
Call Travis.
Right? I'm sure Travis has done this before. He could probably do it easy.
Why do you call him?
I don't want to bother him.
Why? He just live right down the road.
Could ask him if he's ever mounted a tractor tire. And if so, would he mind giving me a hand?
I gotta go get her.
gad. It was worth the fall, let me tell you.
Oh, you get one already.
That's nice, that's nice.
Maybe if you gotta go on that one or shoot. You gotta
You jump on there, try it.
maybe-
See, it's not even gonna hit.
Wait, can you do that? Let me know. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna see if you can go that. Just a touch right there. Oh, just a touch.
Stand on it. Why? Focus right. You have to follow it.
Huh? He's not home.
Can you use my spray? See my spray there?
Where?
See,
Grab the spray.
Here it is.
That's all it.
That's good.
Look, it's working.
So that's good.
He's in Murfreesboro, headed home, putting stuff in the car, and head to West Tennessee. Oh my. Where's West Tennessee? Oh, I mean, he's gonna come home, get his stuff, and then head back to Nashville.
Maybe just want to check it out, check it out. Nope. It's all fine. That was easier than the first side. Got a pretty good nub in my thumb though. Now I'm going to clean the bead. I kind of made things dirty.
And blood.
Blood just helps seal it.
Oh, I gotta go and check. Put my chicken
So I'm going to wipe the bead clean. Some of the paint came off. That's okay. I did rip the nail off of my thumb, lifted it off the cuticle, but that's okay. It's worth it. It's on. Now the hardest part's going to be getting the bead to catch. Trying to make sure there's no dirt in it. I got to flip it over too. Get the other side. But I'm going to put some sealer on it. And then I'm going to lean it up against my lift here. And if it's on backwards, it's staying that way. I'll just switch it to the other side or something. But it should be right. Okay. All right, now I'm going to put some bead sealer on it. I'm going to flip it up, lean it against the post. I think I already said that. And then clean the other side. Hopefully, it'll catch nice. I'm not ready. This should. I was hoping this stuff would come with a. See, it's tire bead sealer. I was kind of hoping it would come with an applicator, but it looks like I'm going to have to come up with a paintbrush or something to do this with. You think the paint was messy. This stuff is like, I don't even want to say what it's like, but there's a little bit of, looks like there's some paint chips and dirt and stuff in there still. I need to try to make sure none of that stays. And we'll get this stuff in here. Look at this. Look at that stuff. It's like, oh my goodness. And just try to get it in there all over the bead. That's 30 pounds. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to run that much, but I'm going to leave it there till the bead seals. It's good now. I don't seem to be getting any leaks. I sprayed it down. Everything looky good. Let's double check it though. Where'd I put my spray? There it is. The spray nozzle broke. I probably ran it over when I was doing everything. But I'm not seeing any leakies. I'm not seeing any leaks. That's a good sign. Let's turn it around. Do the same thing. I don't know where I'm going to put this big kahuna until morning because it's dark out, so I can't put it on the tractor. Let's just put that back there. Look at that. Ooh, gooey. Soft and chewy. I'm hoping for no leaks. That's going to suck if there's a leak because there's really no way to fix it other than putting a tube in it. And I'm not seeing any bubbles. Woo! Yeehaw! Alright. Now I gotta go over here, put the valve stem in, because it's on the bottom in the back. Here we go. Alright. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't fun. It was hard work. Now, if I weighed another 100 extra pounds, some of that might have been a little easier. But thanks to my wife helping me and a lot of intestinal fortitude, shall we say, we got her mounted. I don't see any leaks. I think we're good. I'll clean all this up later. I cannot put it on the tractor right now, so I'm going to do that tomorrow in the daylight. But for now, for tonight, we're done. Tomorrow we'll mount it and finish the video.
I'm gonna put you on speaker. His hand is full.
more than one use for a crank pulley. Well, there you have it. New sneakers on the old tractor. It was easy. No, it really wasn't. It was horrible. I'm just gonna say. Maybe if you weighed a little more than I did, or had a buddy that weighed a little more. I did try to recruit some people. Didn't work out. Not in the time frame I had. So I got this done last night. Got it mounted today, which is a little after work. I kind of went to work early so I could get home before daylight went away, and we got her done. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're learning how to mount the tire, I'm not sure how helpful it's going to be, because this is probably the worst video on how to mount a tractor tire in the world. But I did it with nothing but some crowbars and a couple of flat bars and one small woman, and you know, doing a lot of jumping around and falling on my butt. So it's doable. So I hope you enjoyed it. Do me a favor, if it helped you at all, or if you just enjoyed the video, please subscribe and tell your friends. Hit the like button. Yeah, all that stuff. See ya!